Hello and good evening. We have another PIHANA slate here on a Thursday night. I am Les Talk with you here from Boston Municipal Arena. The blue smoke starts to fall to the ice here as we are ready for the Yachts and the visiting Ottawa Mounties to go to battle here today. Anderson against the Flame in the dot. We are off and running here from Boston. Opening draw won by Boston. Stevens tries to feed it across. He'll get to the middle. Can't get a shot away. Anderson will get bumped off the puck, and Vico will take it away. He'll get up to Breckenridge. Breckenridge across the blue line. Picks the puck back up, gets it over to Vico. Vico tries to feed it down. LaFlame will have it. He'll be bumped off. Braun away with it. Braun retreats. Gets it to the middle to Stevens. Stevens goes cross ice to King. Puck is flipped in, and now Vico will have it for Ottawa. We have the two bottom-dwelling teams in the league in the early parts of this season. Boston last in the America Division. Ottawa last in the Canada Division. So it is Benny Sobel in net for Boston. Cameron Vandelar will be at the other end for Ottawa. Boston with an opportunity. They trail Chicago by 6 points for that fourth place spot. Stopped there by Sobel. Franks with a good opportunity as he walks down the slot. So they sit 6 points back of Chicago. After today, they will have played 2 more games than the Lakers, though. So a little bit of a fleeting hope, I would say. And then Ottawa, clearly in last place, they find themselves 8 points back of Edmonton for that fourth place spot. And Sundstrom! Joachim Sundstrom! Able to carry it off the wall and fires it right past Benny Sobel. Joachim Sundstrom, that one will be unassisted. He's able to pick it up off the wall, carry it into the slot, and fire it past the netminder there. So Ottawa now wins the draw. McNevin in. McNevin turns, loses the puck there. Svital will have it, pressed to the boards there. Puck comes loose behind the net. It'll be Antonison on it. Olav Antonison gets it up ice to Christensen. Christensen will be bumped off the puck by Blaha. Get over to Franks. Franks to Sundstrom. Across the blue line. Continues to carry. Feeds it to the middle, and he'll lose the puck. O'Shea looking to attack. He'll go to the red line and get it deep. Ottawa now will take possession of the puck and look to get it up ice. It'll be flipped in deep. Antonison pressed to the boards there. Antonison continues to just try to hold the puck there. Armando in front. McNevin now behind the net for Ottawa. Ottawa with a 1-0 lead here. Now it's Armando. Up high to Blaha. Over to Franks to Armando. Armando gets it knocked off his stick. One-timer, they score! It'll be Bobby McNevin this time. On the one-timer. Beats Benny Sobel. And just like that, this Boston crowd stunned. It's less than 5 minutes in. The Ottawa Mounties have jumped out to a 2-0 lead here on the road. And now Vesla. Vesla with a chance in. That one will be stopped by Sobel, and he'll hold right there. Face off now. Schneider up against Anderson here. Third line out for Ottawa against the top line. Needing something here to get a little momentum back for the Yachts. King over to Anderson. Anderson stop. And now King on the rebound. So just when they needed that top line for Boston, just as they've done all season, picks up a goal as they are carrying this Yachts team to this point in the season. It's a good shot by Anderson, rebounded by King, and he puts it away to make it 2-1. Still very early here in this game between the Mounties and the Yachts here. Puck will come outside of the zone as we have an offsides call. Anderson against Schneider. Anderson wins it back. Antonison will have it. He'll lose the puck. And now Schneider will flip in. Vinogradov on it. Vinogradov still with it. He'll lose the puck. Antonison with it. Now Vinogradov up ice. He'll get it over to Anderson. Calvin Anderson across the blue line. continues to carry. Anderson stops, gets it back to the point. Slap shot. Vandelar will glove that one, and it'll hold right there. 13:25 left here in a busy first period here from Boston Municipal Arena. Svital will face off against LaFlame. Svital wins it back. Back lob goes cross ice to Gron. Now down low to O'Shea. Christensen, backhander. Hit Vandelar up high. Comes down low. Now he's able to keep it out of the net. Breckenridge goes up ice to Vico. Vico gets bumped off the puck. Breckenridge skates back onto it. Puck will get deep. It'll be Gron on it. Nick O'Shea with it. Slavic with it. Vladan Slavic gets it up to LaFlame. LaFlame loses the puck there, and now Backlov gets it up to Svital. Loses it there. Slavic will have it. Slavic for Ottawa gets it to Vico. Vico pauses in that high slot. He scores! So Abraham Vico, just like that, able to sling one right past Benny Sobel. So get ready, folks. These two teams, not great goaltending on either side so far this season. We could be in store for another. Remember this game the first time around in Ottawa. Boston won the game 10-6. That was the record for the most goals in the game. And we have one right there. Just as I'm trying to speak about it, Brandon Jordan fires one right past Cameron Vandelar. We are right back to a one-goal game, as it'll be Brandon Jordan on the goal there. Puck taken away there. It'll be Armando. Armando loses the puck inside the Boston zone. Sasha Backlov gets over to Gron. Gron will flip in. First one back on it is Jordan behind the net. In front, Adolfsson goes off the side of the cage. Puck hops in the air. It'll come up high to Backlov, go cross ice to Jordan. He tries to fire one, and Vandelar just gets a piece of it. Knocks it to the ice. Armando gets it deep. Bo Gron pressed to the boards there by Armando, and Bobby McNevin will skate free in front. Sundstrom. Oh, he's denied there by Sobel. Puck is loose there. And now turned over. McNevin kicks it down into his own zone. 9 minutes left here in the first period. Ottawa leading so far. Vesla will lose the puck there. And now Franks will have it. Franks will get it up to Vesla. Alexander Vesla with a chance. He'll get it sticked away by Backlov. Great stick there. Across Sharev. Stopped there with a glove save by Benny Sobel. Boston dominating in the face-off circle here so far, and Anderson able to get that one as well. Vinogradov now gets it up to King. He'll be bumped by Sharev. Schneider tries to flip it up ice to Anderson. Will take it. Penalty coming up to Ottawa as Sharev will go for 2 minutes. He trips up Calvin Anderson there, so Sharev will take a seat. So Boston with their first power play of the game here. Looks to make this a even game here as we sit 3-2. Still here in the first period. Christensen down low, and it's denied there. O'Shea, and then Cherry gets denied. Cherry goes across. It's in front. Oh, and it just gets kicked wide. So three great opportunities, I'd say, for Boston there. And Vandelar either able to stop them or they just go wide of the Ottawa cage. Cherry off the boards to Svital. He'll go to the middle to O'Shea. He's hit hard there by Blaha. Shavakowski gets up to Markov. Markov will flip it in. Puck comes down. It'll be Vinogradov with it. Vinogradov off the boards up to O'Shea. O'Shea loses it there at the blue line. O'Shea continues with it. Over to Svital. In front, he scores! Evzen Svital able to bury that one past. There was going to be a delayed penalty call. And now that will come off the board. They will continue on the power play. Svital with the power play marker to get things back even at 3. Again, this was a 10-6 game the first time around this season. We are already at 3-3, just 13 minutes in to this game here. Anderson gets it stick back. Vesla will be on it. Vesla tries to feed it to the front. He's denied. Vesla now in front. Vesla! Oh, and Sundstrom with a great rebound opportunity, but it clangs off his stick. Could have set up a shorthanded goal there for Joachim Sundstrom. Anderson trying to drag it across Belay. He'll get it in front. Oh, and it's blocked in front. Slavic with a great block. Puck on net, and Vandelar able to get a glove on that and hold. Face off now here. It'll be Anderson against Markov. Anderson wins it back. Joubert over to Jordan with a slap shot. It'll go wide. Anderson in the corner, pressed there by Franks. Under a minute left here on the power play. Puck comes free in front of the net. Shavikoski able to get it all the way out. Brandon Jordan goes cross ice to Anderson. Back cross ice to King. King to the middle to Stevens. Over to Anderson. 2-on-1 here. And it'll be picked off there. Shavikoski with it in front of his own net. Oh, and then he turned it over to Josiah Stevens, and he's unable to get it past Vandelar with a good glove save there. Face off now, Anderson against Markov. Anderson able to win it back. Christensen down low, denied there. Franks will have it. He'll skate away from the net, get it up to Sharev. Sharev will get it out. Vinogradov with it. Vinogradov gets it up to King. King will skate out of the blue line. Cross the red line. He'll continue to carry. Flip it back to Stevens. To Christensen. Down low to Anderson. Can't get a shot away. Puck is behind the net with Shavikoski. Shavikoski still with it. Puck is loose at the side of the cage, and Vandelar will hold there. Face off between Cherry now and Sundstrom as the power play does come to an end. Ottawa back to even strength. That one won by Ottawa. Armando across the red line. He'll flip in. First one there is Baklov. Baklov gets it up to Jordan to Cherry. Cherry sticked away for a second, but he's able to skate back onto it. Cherry stops, then sticked away again. Cherry with good persistence continues. Jordan down low to Adolfson. They score! The Boston Yachts with a quick comeback here in the first period have now tied this game back up as it is, Ingolf Adolfson. Boston now leading 4-3. Under 4 minutes left here. Sundstrom down low to McNevin. That one will go off the side of the cage. Adolfson up to Braun. Braun to Jordan. And brought in offsides there by Boston. So 3:19 will come outside the Ottawa zone for another face-off. Tie up there, and Svital able to win it back. It'll be Braun. He'll flip in. Peter Belay with it for Ottawa. He'll get it up to Breckenridge. Breckenridge loses the puck there. O'Shea with it. Nick O'Shea. Decides to flip in. Woodard will be the first one on it for Ottawa. He'll get it up to Breckenridge. Breckenridge bumped off the puck. It'll be Edmonds for Tall. Gets it over to Baklov. Up ice to O'Shea. Nick O'Shea with it. Across. Blockered away by Svital. Christensen in front. O'Shea denied. Vika will have it. Under 2 minutes left here in the first period. A high-scoring 3-4 game here in Boston. Breckenridge tries to carry it across. Braun will take it away. He'll go cross-ice to his deep partner, Baklov. Try to get out of the zone. Svital will. He'll get the red line and out. Woodard to LaFlame. Flame approaching a minute left here. Turns it over in the neutral zone. Christensen will flip in. Woodard gets it up ice to Sharev. Sharev gets it up to LaFlame. LaFlame sticked away. LaFlame can't get a shot away. Antonison to Anderson. Anderson behind his own net gets it up to Vinogradov. Up to King. Peter Belay with it with 3 seconds. And that will bring the first period to an end here as the Flame very slow to get up. So Boston able to come back in the first period, oddly enough, to now lead 4-3. They trailed 3-1 at one point here in the first period, but we'll take our first intermission after an exciting first period here from Boston. We'll be ready for the second 20 minutes coming up after this. Welcome back to Boston Municipal Arena after a great first period. Boston leading 4-3 after just 20 minutes. I am Les Talk with you here from Boston. We are ready to go with the middle frame here from Boston. Boston wins the opening draw, Anderson and across the line gets it over to Stevens. Anderson, one-timer denied by Vandelar. And they'll hop on the puck and get the whistle there. Face off again. This time it'll be Anderson in the flame still. Anderson wins it back. Braun to Stevens in the high slot. Glove by Vandelar. And he'll hold right there. Face off won by Ottawa. Blaha will have the puck. He'll look to break out with Breckenridge. Breckenridge goes to Franks. Franks up to LaFlame. Vico now with it. Feeds it across, loses it. LaFlame shot goes awry in front. Franks now over to Vico to Franks. Franks shot gets blocked away. Braun up to Stevens. Josiah Stevens will come in offsides. Anderson now against Sundstrom. Sundstrom wins it back for Ottawa. Franks up to Armando. Armando turns. Braun now in. He'll lose the puck there. Sundstrom tries to get it up ice. He'll be sent back down. Anderson to Stevens. King. One-timer denied by Vandelar. Ottawa now on the attack here. 3 minutes gone here in the second period. O'Shea gets it up ice to Christensen. Christensen to the red line. He'll flip in. First one on it back there is Slavic. He'll kick it up the boards. He'll be taken by Schwatal. In front, Christensen. Can't get a shot. It goes blocked to Shavikoski. He'll go on the attack now. The defenseman continues to carry. It's at the half boards and he'll turn it over. Puck is now brought up by Boston. O'Shea with room. Stop there. It's in between the pads of Vandelar, and he'll hold right there. Face off between Cherry and Schneider. Cherry wins it back. Ron goes cross ice to Backlov. Down low to Adolfson. In front to Jordan. Adolfson now has it. Cherry stopped there by Vandelar. Shavikoski now up to Vesla. Vesla to the red line and in. Braun is the first one on it. He'll be hit hard there. Puck loose there. Slavic away with it. Slavic gets it up to Schneider. Schneider across to Sharev. Sharev in front, and there will be a tripping call there on Ottawa. So easy call there as Luke Schneider guilty of the tripping call there. Boston now with an opportunity to make it a 2-goal game here on the power play. About a little over a quarter way through of this second period. Alois Woodard now with it pressed up against the boards there. Puck comes free to Woodard. And now Sharev goes cross ice to Belay. Belay able to get it out, but it's gloved down by Christensen just outside the blue line. They'll reset. Christensen in. Anderson down low to King. Can't stuff it through. Vandelar will poke it to the corner. Stevens now tries to get to the front. Anderson cross ice to Vinogradov. Glove by Vandelar. Comes behind the net. Stevens up high to Christensen. King sort of just flips one. It'll end up behind the cage there. Stevens up high to Vinogradov. Cross ice to King. Stevens! Glove by Vandelar. Great opportunity again. Good passing plays here by Boston, but unable to bury one through. They have dominated the shots in the game, 23-11. Face off again. It'll be Sundstrom against Anderson. Blaha tries to get it free, and now get it up to Shabakowski, who gets it out. Minute left here on the power play for Boston. Christensen up to Anderson. Anderson goes for a skate, feeds it across to King. King being watched there, feeds it to the middle. Anderson, he scores! So rips one by Vandelar, knocking that water bottle loose. You love to see that as a fan. And Calvin Anderson fires that power play goal to make this a 2-goal game once again. I shouldn't say once again. The other way it was for Ottawa. Boston's first 2-goal lead of the game. Anderson now trying to bring it on across the line. They'll feed it back to back. Off to Anderson again. The one-timer's denied. Breckenridge gets it up ice to Laflame. Laflame knocked off his stick for a second. Now he'll enter the zone. Marco Laflame to the front. Tries to feed it across to Vico, and it goes off his skate. Breckenridge to Laflame up high to Franks. Now Breckenridge in the high slot. Knocked away by Sobel. Sobel out of position a little bit there, but Boston able to recoup there and get the puck away from their netminder. Svital, he's in. Feeds it back to O'Shea. Can't get a shot. Stevens gets it blocked to the corner. Svital will have it. It'll be Backlov at the point. Backlov loses it there at the point. Picked up there by O'Shea on the back check, and Svital will retreat in his own zone. He'll get it up high to O'Shea. O'Shea loses it right at the blue line. Armando flips in. First one back there's McNevin. Now Sundstrom with it. Sundstrom tries to get to the middle, and Nick O'Shea will take it away. Isaac Christensen flips it in. Casimir Blaha with it. Up to Sundstrom. Sundstrom turns. Gets it up to McNevin. Bobby McNevin sticked away there by Vinogradov, and they'll be pressed to the boards. Puck comes behind the net. Luke Schneider. He'll be knocked down in front. Schneider to Armando. Denied there. McNevin with it behind the net now. Goes up high to Shabakowski. He's bumped off the pucks. Kept in barely by Slavic. Armando down low. He scores! So a great keep in there by Vladan Slavic. Gets it low to Armando, and he's able to bury it past Benny Sobel to get it back to a 1-goal game. So we are just over the halfway point of this game. We sit 5-4. Means if that math tracks out, we'd be 10-8 is what we're looking at here. Jordan down low, denied by Vandelar, and he'll hold right there. Cherry against Schneider here. Vinogradov to Adolfsson. Down low. Unable to get the shot through. Cherry trying to carry off in the corner. He gets a shot on net, and it's denied there by Vandelar. Schneider up ice to Vesla. He'll be bottled up there at his own blue line. Schneider goes cross ice. It'll be Sharev on it. Nicholas Sharev. Stop there at the red line. Puck is loose, and Sharev able to pick it up and enter the zone. He'll stop. Feed it back to Slavic. Slavic! Oh, and the shot just goes high. Good opportunity for the defenseman. Vladko Petrik. Vladko trying to sneak through, and Sharev will take it. He'll go cross ice to Knowles, who gets it sticked away. Tipton on it. Barry Tipton on the attack for Boston. He's hit hard there by Casimir Blaha. Tipton still not up yet. Blaha will retreat. Gets to the middle. denied there. Abraham bumped off by Knowles. Puck is loose there, and Antonison will take it. He'll go over to Vinogradov to Tipton. Tipton now looking to get it out. It is kept in the Boston zone. Markov and Knowles will continue to battle. Now Tipton. Tipton met there again by Blaha. Franks gets to Knowles. Markov to the red line. He'll be knocked off the puck right as he tried to get to the middle. Vinogradov loses it. Antonison up to O'Shea. Over to Petrick. Otko Petrick loses it to Franks. Gets it up to LaFlame. LaFlame to the red line. Now to Breckenridge. Cross ice. Markov with a chance. He's belted. Big hit by Sasha Baklov there. Puck is being dug out there. Markov able to get it free. Franks to Blaha. Down low Markov. Can't get a shot away. Under 5 left here in the second. Breckenridge skates away from the corner. Markov tries to feed it across and it's picked off. Baklov up to O'Shea. O'Shea stops. Loses the puck there. Braun will be pressed there. And now Frank's able to get it out. LaFlame to Shavakowski. Shavakowski up to Vico. Vico goes to Breckenridge. Breckenridge shot. Blocked away. Good block there by Baklov. Spital pressed to the boards by Breckenridge. Baklov will dig it out. It'll come all the way across and King. Oh, and he's hammered there by Armando. Braun will try to carry away. A little bit of a reverse hit there on McNevin by Bo Braun. Spital now across the blue line. Shavakowski with it. He'll get it up to McNevin. McNevin doesn't get the shot to go. Behind the net, Sundstrom skates out to the front, and then it's knocked off his stick there. Calvin Anderson, 2.5 minutes left here. So we've gone non-stop for a few minutes here from Boston. King across the blue line, continues to carry through. He'll be bumped off the puck. It'll be Armando on it. Armando pitches it back to Slavic. Slavic to Sundstrom, cross ice. Armando, he'll be bumped off the puck there. Jackson King gets it up to Stevens. Stevens across the blue line over to King. King back to Joubert. Joubert down low. Denied there. Shavakowski to Armando. Armando gets it out of the zone to Vesla. Vesla will be pressed to the boards there. They'll continue to battle for it. It'll come across to Schneider. Schneider goes to Armando. To Slavic. He'll turn it over. Dale Kolar with 40 seconds here. Kolar stopped up. And now Schneider will take it. He'll go to the corner in his own zone. Now get it up to Armando. 20 seconds left here. So we sit 5-4. Both teams with a single goal here in the second period. After a wild and exciting first. Both teams look like they've calmed down. Both goalies have gotten into the game now. Slap shot there. And it goes wide. So after 2, Boston will hold on to that 1-goal lead. So we sit 5-4. Headed to the final 20 minutes. We'll be right back after this second intermission for the start of a good third period upcoming. All right, folks, we are ready to go for a third period here from Boston, Massachusetts. I am Les Talk here with you for an exciting third period. The Boston Yachts leading Ottawa 5-4 as we get ready for this final 20 minutes. LaFlame pressed to the boards behind the Boston net. Tried to kick it free to Breckenridge, and it jumps over his stick. But now LaFlame at the point with it. Frank's shots gets blocked away. Just wide of the net. Vico in front. Now Breckenridge a chance. Blockered away by Sabo. Good save there by the Boston netminder. In front. Shot goes wide. So Ottawa with pressure here to start the period. Looking to get things evened up. Breckenridge will have it. He'll try to skate down. He'll continue. He'll lose the puck there to Stevens. Jackson King gets to the red line. Loses it there. Marco LaFlame. LaFlame carries to the corner. One-timer by Vico, and it's denied. Vico up high. He'll lose the puck. Now Frank's at the point. To Blaha. To Breckenridge. Frank's shot. Oh, and it was knocked up in the air by Sabel and then tried to be batted in by Vico. Breckenridge almost the takeaway on Stevens. Jackson King now trying to get it out of the zone. He will. Feeds it over to Anderson. Tried to get it across to Stevens, who was open, but unable to. Anderson slow to get up. LaFlame now across. LaFlame bumped off there. Backlov will have it. He'll get it up ice to Christensen. Christensen decides to dump in. Blaha skates out of the corner. Gets it up to LaFlame. Over to Armando. Armando will lose the puck there, and now Bo Gron will have it. Gron goes cross ice to Backlov. Backlov to Anderson. Anderson continues. Anderson to Christensen. Denied by Vandelaar, and he'll hold right there. Face off Shvatal against Sundstrom here. Face off there, and Shavikoski. Shavikoski turns, gets it up ice, and it'll be picked off. O'Shea with it. Nick O'Shea decides to flip in. Slavic will have it. He'll get it up ice to Armando. McNevin. Oh, hammered there. Big hit by Olav Antonisen. 5 minutes gone here in this third period. Boston holding on to a 1-goal lead at the moment. We are going to get a penalty here. Trip call coming up against Vladan Slavic. So right as Ottawa looked like they had, snatched away the momentum from Boston here to start this third period. A tripping call there along the boards. Allows Boston to see if they can go on the power play to get this back to a 2-goal lead. Shvatal against Sundstrom here. Shvatal wins it back. Joubert over to Jordan. Jordan to O'Shea. O'Shea walks down. Blockered away by Vandelaar. Cherry hit hard there at the boards. Brandon Jordan will have it. He'll skate down. It'll be taken away. Shavikoski with it. He'll go just off the glass there. Looked like it might have been headed towards his own bench. Joubert gets it up to O'Shea. 30 seconds gone here on the power play. Cherry sticked away there for a second. And then hit hard there by Shavikoski right at the blue line. Blaha able to skate down to it. In the corner. Vesla tried to break free, but O'Shea able to press him there. Now Blaha to Vesla, and Vesla will get it all the way out. Minute left here on the power play. Big hit there in the Boston zone. Ottawa looking to continue that pressure that they had been going for the first 4 minutes of the period. Vesla able to get that one off the glass and all the way down. Joubert with 35 seconds. Joubert across the blue line, loses it there. Vesla will go cross ice. Sundstrom can't get it out. Puck is loose there. Joubert over to Vinogradov. Slap shot, they score! So the rebound jumps right to Josiah Stevens' stick, and he pokes it through for the power play goal. So Boston regains that 2-goal lead. Leads 6-4, a third power play goal on the afternoon, on the evening, from Boston here tonight. King now tries to feed it back, and it's out of the zone. Stevens looking to re-enter. He'll get it over to Anderson. He will enter. Puck loose there at the blue line. Comes free. King keeps it in. King with Anderson. Shot gets blocked away. Slavic. The penalty, the guilty party moments ago that gives the 2-goal lead to Boston. Stevens loses it right there at the blue line. McNevin will try to skate away. He'll be tripped up. So Sundstrom now. Sundstrom back to Shavikoski. Down low to McNevin. Up high, and it'll be touched up there. So a penalty coming here. As it is, Josiah Stevens, the goal scorer moments ago, now guilty. Yep, easy call there. Stevens with a good trip. So now Ottawa will go on the power play, trailing by 2. 11:22 left here in the third period. Face-off will be won. It'll be Joubert. He'll be able to backhand it all the way down. Franks will skate onto it. Carl Franks gets it up ice to McNevin. McNevin across the blue line, now across the red line. Enters the zone. LaFlame denied by Sobel. LaFlame brings it out from the goal line. Vico can't get a shot away. Goes over to McNevin. Stopped there by Sobel. It's underneath his pads, and he'll hold right there. Face off now. LaFlame again against Abraham. Draw will be one. Kolar will be able to get it out. First one back there is Franks. He'll go up ice to Vico. Vico across the blue line with LaFlame. Back to the trailer. Armando. Shot gets blocked to the corner. Bit of loose equipment there. I believe that's a glove. Maybe, oh no, it's a helmet. Loose on the ice. Vico. Blockered away. Breckenridge will have it. He'll get it to Armando. Sticked away. Vico to the point to Franks. Shot goes wide. Ends up behind the cage with LaFlame. LaFlame tries to get it out front. Sobel will poke check that one. Kolar actually will go off the net and out of play there. So we'll come back into the Boston zone. Ottawa on the power play. Sundstrom against Adolfson. Exactly 10 minutes left here in the third period. Ottawa trailing by 2. Trying to get it to 1 here on the power play. One-timer. Schneider denied there. Joubert is able to flip it out, but Blaha gloves it down at the red line. Armando, but 20 seconds left here on the power play. Belay will retreat. Now get it over to Schneider. Schneider tries to feed it down to Sundstrom. Denied on the one-timer opportunity. Puck will be flipped out, and that'll do it for the power play as we tick down with 1 second left. So back to even strength here. Ottawa into the zone, knocked away. Beaugrand, 9 minutes left here. Armando to Schneider. Schneider bumped off the puck. Sundstrom will keep it in though. Over to Schneider. Shot goes wide, might have been blockered away by Sobel. Puck comes up the boards to Belay. Belay walking down, gets denied. Doesn't get the shot away. It'll be Beaugrand with it. Grand to the red line. He'll get across the blue line. Tried to get it down to Anderson, but it was deflected. Anderson now back on a King. Shoots it just wide. Puck comes up high. Beaugrand to King. Stop there, and Vandelar will hold. 7:46 left here in the third. Ottawa trailing by 2 on the road. Boston looking to get a big win to get them to creep a little closer into that America Division race for that second seed. Slavic across his own blue line. Slowed up there at the Ottawa bench. McNeil will skate to the corner. Now behind the net, he's bumped off the puck. Knowles tries to come in and help, but he's unable to get the puck. Stevens to the red line. Puck gets knocked away. Beck Knowles with it. Knowles hit hard there. Jackson King goes up ice to Stevens. Stevens loses the puck there. LaFlame up to Vico. Vico across the blue line. Abraham Vico with a chance. He'll be denied of there. Puck will get bumped to the corner. Slavic up high. Back down to Knowles to Vico. Vico carries to the middle. Vico! Oh, he tried to set up LaFlame, and he couldn't get the tap in on net there. Great opportunity. A great setup there by Abraham Vico. Christensen, he'll lose the puck. And now Shavakowski will skate away. He'll get it up ice to Breckenridge. Alan Breckenridge across the blue line. He's got LaFlame with him. Oh, and a bad pass there. Deflected and taken away by Boston. 5 minutes left here in the third period. LaFlame behind the net. Up high to Breckenridge. Shot gets blocked to the corner. It'll be free there and then flip to the opposite corner for Breckenridge. Puck still free. And now Backlov will have it. Backlov trying to clear the puck. It gets knocked back. O'Shea now for Boston. Nick O'Shea across the red line and goes deep. It'll be Shavakowski on it. He'll get it up to Vico. Vico up to LaFlame. LaFlame sticked away there. Anderson now on it. Calvin Anderson goes cross ice. He's hit hard there. Puck just comes out of the Ottawa zone. And we will have an offside call as it had come outside the zone and then the puck battle had brought it back into the zone without it being onside at that point. 3:36 left here. Boston holding on to a 2-goal lead. 6-4 here at home against the Ottawa Mounties. King will be hit hard there. Blaha now out of the zone to Sharev. Sharev will get to the red line and flip in. Nope. Looks like it hit that corner glass there along the benches, and we'll bring it outside the zone with 3:04 left here in the third. Face-off one, it'll be Backlov. He'll lose the puck there. Vesla will have it. Alexander Vesla is going to be tripped, so Ottawa trailing by 2 here with 2:49 left. Will go on the power play. Isaac Christensen going to be guilty of the call there. Face-off coming to the left of Sobel. Won by Boston. Joubert able to skate and get it free. Just over 2.5 minutes left here. Ottawa trailing by 2 on the power play here. Looking to get that one to where you can now start really thinking about Vandelar coming out of the net to even this thing up here in the final 2 minutes. Puck lost there. Jordan just comes into the Boston zone, and now Jordan back on it to Adolfson. He'll lose it to the neutral zone. Belay with it. He'll go across to Schneider. Schneider will lose it. Adolfson now. He'll be bumped off the puck by Blaha. Blaha goes cross ice to Sundstrom. Sundstrom across the blue line. Sundstrom to the middle. Schneider. It goes through. They're going to wave it off, though. They're going to say he got it with his foot. I didn't really see here. I couldn't tell in real time. Yeah, that might have gone off his foot. The referee was immediate with the call. Schneider now didn't notice. We do have a review. It is a no goal, so they are going to say it was kicked in by Luke Schneider. So what looked like the goal to get it to a 1-goal game, and now it'll be sent back outside the zone. Blaha brings in. Blaha tried to feed it over to LaFlame for the one-timer, and it was denied. Couldn't get a shot away. Anderson will press Belay to the boards. Kicked free. Breckenridge will skate onto it. Breckenridge goes cross ice to McNevin. McNevin loses the puck. Anderson will kick it into his own zone, and then they'll be able to flip it right back. Anderson carries in shorthanded. Can't get the shot away. It comes on net to Vandelar, and he'll hold. Under a minute now. Ottawa in desperate need of something here in the final minute to get it to a 1-goal game, to try and tie it. So they have the power play for just 9 more seconds. Sundstrom wins it back. Armando will skate onto it. It'll be Franks with it. Carl Franks across the red line now enters the zone. There goes Vandelar. Schneider off the stick of Sobel. Sundstrom now will go behind the net to Armando. Up high, Christensen picks that one off. Christensen still with it. 35 seconds. Backlov will have it. Sasha Backlov gets to the red line to King. King, he will fire that one home. So Jackson King gets the goal here with an empty netter. And that should salt things away here. Boston leads 7-4 with 33 seconds left. So the Boston Yachts get an important win, and Ottawa unable to come on the road here and come away with the win. Adolfson loses the puck at neutral ice. Franks will try to attack with Armando. Armando to the side of the cage. Stop there, and Cherry picks it up, gets it out. Jordan now with it. Brandon Jordan across the red line. He'll flip in. And with 8 seconds left, the fans here from Boston applauding the effort from their gentlemen here today as the Boston Yachts. Armando gloved. It'll go off the glass, and that's going to do it. The horn sounds, and the Boston Yachts come away with a home victory here against the Ottawa Mounties, winning 7-4. The score was 4-3 after the first period, so things calmed down quite a bit, and Boston able to come away with the win. So enjoy these highlights here. We'll be right back with you for our post-game stats and information after this quick break. Welcome to our post-game stats and information. Thank you so much for joining us, folks, here from Boston Municipal Arena as the Boston Yachts come away with a 7-4 win over their international foes, the Ottawa Mounties, here tonight. Take a peek at the team stats you see in front of you. Boston with 34 shots to Ottawa's 24. Boston also with the advantage in hits, 32-27. Boston the advantage in faceoffs, 28-16. And then on the power play, Boston goes 3 of 4. Ottawa unable to get one. They go 0 of 2 here tonight, and no shorthanded goals on either side. For Boston, we'll take a look at the stats. 3 points for King and, surprisingly, Neil Vinogradov. So King comes away with 2 goals and an assist, and Neil Vinogradov with 3 assists. Despite ended up with a -2 here tonight, so an interesting little stat line there for Nil Vinogradov. Anderson with 2 points on a goal and an assist, and also Brandon Jordan the same, a goal and an assist, and then 2 assists to Baklov, Joubert, and Cherry. And then our single point getters, we have goals for Stevens, Svital, and Adolfson, and then assists to Christensen and O'Shea. No points here tonight for Braun, Antonison, Kolar, Tipton, Petrick, and Abraham. That fourth line not getting a ton of opportunities here tonight for the Yachts. Take a look at some of the plus minuses. Christensen, O'Shea, and Svital. So that second line ends up with a -3 here tonight. Tough night for them. King with a +2. Adolfson also with a +2, and Braun a +2. And then quite a few players with a +1 kind of in that middle area. I don't think I need to say all of them there. Our shots leaders, Stevens with 6, 5 to King and O'Shea, 4 to Anderson, and those are kind of then a couple to quite a few different players. Baklov, the only guy with a point that didn't have a shot on goal today. Joubert comes away with 1 shot there. Our hits leaders, Sasha Baklov with 5, Calvin Anderson with 3, Bogran, so no points for Bogran, but he does come away with 7 hits here tonight. Antonison chips in 2, along with Christensen and O'Shea, and then 3 to Jackson King. Take a peek at the goaltending. Benny Sobel, what might be his best performance as a Yacht, which is kind of weird to say when it's only an .833 save percentage, but 24 shots against, comes up with 20 saves for an .833 save percentage for Benny Sobel here tonight. We now head to the other side. The Mounties with another frustrating loss here on the road. Sundstrom, Slavic, and Armando with 2 points, a goal and an assist for Sundstrom and Armando, and then 2 assists for Vladan Slavic. Single point getters, we have Vico and McNevin with a goal, and then Shavakowski with an assist. So no points for Breckenridge, LaFlame, Blaha, Franks, Vesla, Markov, Schneider, Woodard, McNeil, Sharev, Knowles, and Belay. Our shots leaders, again, not many shots on the game itself. So Armando and McNevin at 4 are going to lead the way. Vico comes in with 3, and then a handful of others at 2. Our hits leaders, Shavakowski with 6, Blaha with 8, and those are kind of it. Quite a few with, again, 2 or 1 here tonight. Then the goaltending, Cameron Vandelar, another struggle. 33 shots against. He comes up with 27 saves for an .818 save percentage for the Danish goaltender. So another loss here for Ottawa. We'll now take a peek at some of the goals. Head to the first period where it was busy. 7 total goals here in the first period. Started with the first 2 to Ottawa. We'll take a peek at Sundstrom's goal. The first goal of the game. Dug off the wall. Sundstrom able to skate through and then fires it far post and in through Benny Sobel. A great opportunity. We'll see it here one more time. Off the boards, gets the takeaway, and then just fires it right off the post and in. Bobby McNevin then with the second goal. Fed across and a quick little one-timer as he skates up to that slot area on a one-timer. Powders one right past Benny Sobel there. Let's see. Let's show the Jordan goal. Brandon Jordan with a great opportunity. Right after Vico had scored, he just fits one right past Vandelar. Poor angle there from the Danish goaltender. Esvin Svital on the power play. Able to pick up the loose puck here, there, and then just stuff it through Vandelar for the first period. Our second period, as things started to slow down a little bit, we have the Calvin Anderson power play goal here. This one, as he, of course it was going to freeze there, fires this one and ends up knocking that water bottle off. Always a funny sight for the fans to see. Can't really see it from that angle there. Here we'll take a peek. Back to the middle and fires it right there. Kicks that water bottle right off as he beats Vandelar there. And then the third period, where Boston was able to spread it out with the Josiah Stevens goal. They do not have the empty netter available for us. So Josiah Stevens, the final goaltender goal here, is Stevenson with this slap shot, or excuse me, Vinogradov with the slap shot, comes right to Stevens, and he's able to poke it through past Cameron Vandelar. We'll see it here. Slap shot coming in right there, stopped, and then Stevens buries it through. So that's going to do it for our action here From Boston, a 7-4 victory for the homestanding Yachts. We will send you out to our final game of the evening. The two first-place teams get ready to do battle as the Detroit Trappers head north, or more east for them, to Toronto to take on the Royals. So a great matchup coming your way, coming up next. Hope you stick around with us and enjoy that game coming up next.